Hello, I'm Claire Best, and today I'm going to spend probably around 15 minutes talking to you about how to attract more of your ideal customers. I'm going to use a practical framework built up over the last 10 years to show you different actions and different priorities and activities you can do with your marketing to help you win more of the right work with those perfect customers. The first thing to say is I've been there. In terms of 10 years ago when I set up Claire Best Marketing, I offered everything to everyone. I said yes to any business, any client, any marketing. And the realization I had was I was promoting my business, but I was being too broad. And by being broad, I was actually becoming invisible. I wasn't resonating or attracting the clients that I really wanted to be working with and I wanted to be part of my business. The shift, what did I do? I focused on clarity. I became clear about what I did, who it was for, and why it mattered to them. And at that point, everything started to click into place. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I've spent over 20 years in big brand marketing with companies like John Lewis and Prudential before setting up Claire Best Marketing 10 years ago. Now I help ambitious SMEs bring the same level of clarity and confidence to their marketing. Because I firmly believe marketing doesn't have to be complicated. It's all about being clear, consistent, and focus on what really works. So let me talk to you about the marketing alignment method, a framework that I've created from learnings over the last 10 years. Most businesses start in the wrong place. They jump straight to visibility, and understandably so. They want to be seen more. They post more, they run ads, they get on social media. But if their message isn't clear, it doesn't land, and it's a waste of time and money. The marketing alignment method flips that. It starts with clarity, so getting clear on your proposition and who it's for. It then moves to conversion, making it easy for people to say yes once they've found you, and only then do we focus on visibility, showing up at the right places where it actually matters. And when you work through these steps in that order, your marketing starts to feel joined up, consistent, and much more effective. When it comes to marketing, clarity really is the foundation. Without clarity, your marketing starts to feel scattergun. You might be posting on social media, updating your website, sending emails, but it all feels a bit disconnected. Your prospective customers get confused, and if they're confused, they don't take action. And over time, your message gets lost in the noise of the market. But with clarity, everything else flows. Your website messaging and social media posts start to sound consistent, and you feel more confident when you talk about your business, whether that's in a meeting, when you're sending a quote out to a client, or even maybe on a LinkedIn post. What also happens is you attract the right kinds of clients more often. Your conversion rates improve and you can charge higher prices with less pushback because people understand your value. They understand what you're offering. For me, clarity isn't just a nice to have, it's what makes every part of your business and your marketing work harder. Skipping this step will cost you money and time. So I ask you two questions. Can you answer these two questions clearly? Who exactly do I help and what problem do I solve for them? Maybe you might want to pause this video for a minute just to have a think about what your answers are for those. So for me, there's 4 key parts to getting clarity, and we're going to cover 2 of those today. The first one is defining your customer. Before you can sell with confidence, you need to really be clear on who you're talking to. Be specific. The clearer your audience, the easier it is to attract them. Trying to appeal to everyone usually means your message connects with absolutely no one. Identify their challenges. Think about what problems you're trying to solve for that ideal customer. What's keeping them awake? Because the better you understand, the easier it is to show how you can help them and how you can solve that problem and give them a perfect night's sleep. Understand what they value. Some people buy on price, others on reassurance or expertise, or maybe even speed. If you know what matters to your audience, you can tailor your message to match. And finally, speak their language. Use the same words they do. So, for example, if I was a surveyor, I'd use the words home survey rather than Rick's level 2 report, because that's the language that they understand. Using their language ensures you build trust and the relationship with them to move further forward. The second part of clarity is crafting your proposition. This is all about why they should choose you. Once you know who you're going to be talking to, the next step is being clear on why they should choose you. The first thing to do is to move beyond the features. It's not just about what you do, but the difference it makes. A website doesn't just look professional, it helps clients build trust and win more work. Secondly, connect to emotional benefits. People don't just buy logic, they buy how something makes them feel. How does your product or service make someone feel? Confident, reassured, in control, proud of the decision they've made? Think about the emotional benefits and of what you're actually providing. The third thing is to clarify your offer. If a customer can't see why you're different, they'll choose on price. So be clear about the outcome that you deliver that others don't. And finally, keep it simple. One clear, confident proposition is far more powerful than a long list of everything you offer. Clarity builds that confidence, both yours and the ideal clients. Later, I'll share a couple of tools with you that I use to help build the proposition, the benefits ladder and the value proposition cheat sheet that will help turn these ideas into something tangible for your business. If you take one thing from today, it's this. Get really clear on who you serve and what you offer them before you worry about anything else, before you spend any time or money on other marketing and getting visible. Once you're clear on everything, conversion, visibility and growth becomes so much easier. Think about taking some action. So here's four things that you can do. The first one is to identify your dream customers. Write down 3 people you'd love to work with. Give them a name. Imagine their situations. Think about what challenges them. Think about what's worrying them. Think about what you could do for them. The second action is asking someone else. Show a friend your LinkedIn profile or company page and ask them to explain back to you what you do. If they can't do it, then you clearly need to sharpen your message. Asking someone else is always a great way to be objective about how you're positioning yourself and your products and services. The third one is something I try often with my clients. It's a 60-second pitch. You might be using this in networking if you're regularly doing networking, but even if you're not networking, it's a really important thing to do. Your 60-second pitch can be what you use as your first messaging on your homepage, on your website, or indeed how you're describing yourself on LinkedIn. So trial a 60-second pitch. Record yourself, video yourself, see what you think, and then play it back. And finally, the fourth action, and it's a really simple thing to do, but really effective, is to audit your website homepage. I would ask you to ask these questions. Does it say clearly what you do? Is it clear who this is for? And most importantly, is it clear why it matters to them? If you've been listening today and thinking you'd like to bring more clarity to your own marketing, to feel more confident about how you describe what you do and who it's for, then the Clarity Pack is a great place for you to start. I've only covered 2 parts of the clarity spectrum in this, but actually in the Clarity Pack, you've got them all. It brings together some of my best tools that I've used with my clients for years. Things like the benefits ladder and the value proposition cheat sheet to help you sharpen your message and make every piece of your marketing work harder. You can work through this yourself at your own pace, and it gives you a really solid foundation for everything else you do. It provides that foundation to then build and spend the money and the time on the visibility. If you'd like the Clarity Pack, then it's available using the link in the slides. If you'd like to chat more about your marketing in detail, maybe wider marketing, or maybe you'd like to sense check your proposition or talk through how to position your business for growth, then you can book a free Kickstarter growth call with me. It's a friendly, no pressure chat where we can look at where you're at now, what's working, and what could make the biggest differences for you. If you'd like to connect with me, my details are on the screen here. The QR code is for the Clarity Pack as well, so you can go and download details of the Clarity Pack. But I'd love to connect with you. Thank you ever so much for your time, and good luck with your clarity, your visibility, and your marketing.